This was a routine training exercise conducted by a unit of the Guangzhou Armed Police, focused on coordinating a search for hostages within a designated area. Our military enthusiast friend Zibo also took part in the training, playing the role of a captured hostage. The setting was a remote mountain pass covered in dense bushes. Zibo was placed inside an abandoned brick house, and two military dogs were tasked with locating him by following the trainer's commands and tracking the scent left along the route. After a sharp bark, one of the teams successfully located the hostage in the brick house, bringing the exercise to a smooth conclusion. Military dogs are an essential component of modern military operations. With their exceptional sense of smell and hearing, they can detect mines, explosives, and chemical agents, track human movement, provide early warnings, and gather intelligence, significantly reducing casualties. They possess capabilities in assault support, psychological deterrence, and search and rescue, can operate in harsh and complex environments, are unaffected by electromagnetic interference, and play a crucial role that equipment alone cannot replace. To gain a deeper understanding of the rigorous standards and scientific methods behind daily military dog training, Zibo visited an armed police unit. This unit is one of the earliest professional military dog training teams established in China, known for its mature training system and large scale. The team is responsible for breeding, training, and educating military dogs, and has produced many outstanding trainers and highly capable dogs for border defense, security inspections, riot control, and other specialized units. This scenario simulates a building collapse during an earthquake. During training, military dogs use their sense of smell to detect the scent of living people. Once they identify the scent, they are rewarded and signal the trainer by barking on the spot. The simulated collapse site consists of 8 ventilation openings. This time, Zibo had to hide in a corner and wait for the 2 military dogs to locate him from above. The opening he entered was quite deep. We continued further inside. The first dog assigned to the search was Lingyan, a 3-year-old Malinois. This dog has excellent focus and stamina, making it well suited for high-intensity search and rescue missions. We waited quietly as the dogs began their search. They're getting closer, move quickly. I can already hear the dogs barking clearly. The next dog to join the search was Huanshan, a 7-year-old Springer Spaniel. Despite its small size, the Springer Spaniel is one of the most skilled scent-tracking dogs in the force. They have an exceptionally sharp sense of smell, high drive, and strong motivation to search, making them especially effective in tasks such as explosive detection, drug interdiction, and blood scent tracking. Squad leader, I'm exhausted. These dogs are incredible. Compared with today's exercise, which is tougher, searching in the mountains or searching in collapsed structures. Searching in collapsed structures is definitely more challenging. In the mountains, dogs can rely on their natural instincts. Forested terrain is like their home field, where they can use sight, hearing, and smell together. In collapsed ruins, visibility is extremely limited. Dogs must rely almost entirely on their sense of smell, with only minimal help from hearing, which makes search and rescue work much more difficult. With modern technology capable of detecting light signs using advanced devices, why are military dogs still indispensable And why is it necessary to train their search and rescue abilities? For example, life detectors work by sensing a person's body heat. When the collapse area is large, such as an entire multi-story building, walls and confined spaces can block signals, limiting the effectiveness of life detectors and sometimes preventing them from locating trapped individuals. Military dogs, however, detect people through scent, allowing them to play a unique and irreplaceable role in certain situations. To Zibo, this unit feels like a specialized academy for military dogs, where trainers can tailor each dog's training direction based on its personality and strengths. For instance, these 3 dogs were trained specifically for explosive ordnance detection and anti-narcotics work. 5 police vehicles were lined up on the training field, with one containing a model carrying the scent of explosives. Under the trainer's hand signals, the 3 dogs took turns searching for the target.
Oh.
Squad Leader Ma, when an explosive detection dog discovers a suspicious device during a mission, how does it respond? Military dogs show different responses depending on the type of task. For example, during explosive search training, we may place a voice-activated device on a vehicle. When a dog detects explosives, it alerts by barking, but if the barking exceeds a certain volume, it could trigger the device. Do odors from things like car exhaust interfere with the dog's ability to identify explosives? No, they do not. Military dogs have an extremely sensitive sense of smell, more than 1,000 times stronger than that of humans, and can locate explosives quickly and accurately. In daily training, military dogs must repeatedly reinforce their ability to recognize targets, respond to commands, and adapt to different environments, ensuring they can carry out tasks accurately even in complex and unpredictable real-world situations. A full training cycle from basic obedience to specialized skills typically lasts 12 to 18 months. During this period, each dog must pass numerous evaluations before it can officially be assigned to duty. These dogs can truly be described as loyal partners shaped through long, rigorous training. Still, Zibo couldn't help wondering whether such training could really overcome a dog's natural instincts.
好立，好坐，好叫，好叫，好转，转，好来，好靠。
After all, what dog could resist the smell of a freshly steamed meat bun? He decided to tempt the dog with one. It looked as if the dog was drooling, yet it continued to refuse the food. It didn't even glance at its remarkable squad leader. Is this also part of their professional training? How can it ignore something so tempting when it's an animal's instinct? Yes, the squad leader explained, this is part of a training module called food refusal. The purpose is to prevent criminals from harming military dogs by offering poisoned food during missions, ensuring the dogs can complete their tasks safely. Watching this dog named Guardzi boasts on not only discipline, but also a deep sense of loyalty and alertness. In fact, this type of specialized training begins as early as 3 months of age. Nearby on the training field, Zibo saw a kindergarten class in session. These puppies, aged 3 to 6 months, were lively and full of personality, quite different from the serious demeanor of adult dogs in riot control or search and rescue training. From birth to adulthood, each puppy is cared for and trained by at least 3 trainers. The kindergarten stage is especially important, as it is the prime period for learning skills and determining each dog's future training direction. Every puppy shows its own personality, some energetic and playful, others calm and reserved, and trainers must patiently build trust with each one. Zibo then visited the breeding area, where many young puppies were being raised. Because they are still fragile at this age, visitors must disinfect before entering. Hundreds of high-quality puppies are born here each year, all selected from carefully screened breeding lines. Starting around day 45, the puppies begin basic socialization training, gradually developing a sense of security and curiosity through gentle handling, exposure to environmental sounds, and short periods of separation. Many of them had already curled up and fallen asleep. Under what circumstances do trainers need to bottle feed these young puppies themselves? When a mother dog doesn't produce enough milk, we supplement the puppies with goat milk formula. This litter of Malinois puppies is less than a month old. Puppies at this stage are extremely delicate and depend on their caretakers every day. Although you're called a breeder, you're essentially acting as a super dad. Yes, when the puppies are about a week old, we have to watch them closely to prevent them from being accidentally crushed by the mother and to feed them during the night. So you actually have to live in this dorm next to the kennel? That's right! After the puppies are born, we stay on duty in the kennel. From birth through the first week of nursing, we monitor them, constantly checking their growth and energy levels, the room temperature, and whether the mother has enough milk. We usually get up 4 times a night. That means waking up roughly every 2 hours to feed them and check their condition. Do all the puppies born here grow up healthy, or is there still some mortality? There is always some mortality in a litter, but our goal is to reduce it as much as possible. Newborn puppies require frequent feeding, warmth, cleaning, and health checks. As they grow, they gradually transition to solid food, and their diet must be carefully managed. As you walk through this area, you can already smell cooked meat. Ahead is the kitchen where meals for the military dogs are prepared. Let's take a look inside. The squad leaders are busy preparing today's ingredients for the dogs. This looks like chicken breast, right? What about what's in this pot? Along with the sliced meat, there are also eggs in this pot. So this is the adult dog's food. And this is the puppy's food. Are their diets different? Puppies mainly eat eggs and broth-soaked feed. Since their teeth aren't fully developed, it's hard for them to chew dry dog food. We soften the feed with broth, and eggs provide essential vitamins and proteins. Do the adult dogs eat the chicken breasts whole, or do you cut them into pieces? We cut them into portions. And for younger puppies around 3 to 5 months old, because their teeth are still developing, we shred the meat before feeding. Don't be fooled by how cute these little ones look while eating. In a few months, they'll be completely different. Let me show you something that demonstrates just how powerful a military dog's bite can be. Next to me is the kennel where the adult dogs rest, enclosed by stainless steel fencing. If you look closely, you'll notice that many sections of the fencing have been chewed to varying degrees, and some bars have even been flattened by their bite strength. If a person were bitten by a trained military working dog, the consequences could be very serious. An adult Malinois can weigh over 30 kilograms, stand about 60 centimeters at the shoulder, sprint at roughly 50 kilometers per hour, and has powerful strength and bite force strong enough to easily break the bones of many animals. The next training exercise is group bite training, designed to develop the dog's aggression control and their ability to coordinate as a team. When a military dog bites during training, it can target various parts of the body, which is why trainers must wear full protective gear to ensure their safety. What you're seeing now is group pounce training. The assistant trainer uses teasing and guiding movements to stimulate the dog's drive to engage. This is one of the core training modules for military dogs. It focuses on teaching multiple dogs to attack in sync, divide roles, surround and control a target, and bite designated limbs on command to create a coordinated restraining force. Faced with such powerful dogs, is escape even possible? To find out, Zibo put on a full protective suit to experience what it feels like to be subdued by a military dog. Once he put on the thick protective suit, he felt a sense of security. He originally thought he could handle being chased by several dogs, but standing in front of them made him feel genuinely nervous. Each dog showed intense focus and readiness, their expressions full of controlled aggression. He prepared himself to face a single military dog first. In this hunting simulation exercise, Zibo played the suspect being pursued. What kind of treatment would he receive? The demonstration began. Zibo's provocative movements sent the dogs into high excitement, like arrows drawn and ready, waiting only for the trainer's command.
我求饶了，我求饶了！我根本不是他的对手，猝不及防。他的咬合力太大了，我感觉像被钳子拽住一样。现在我完全没有反抗能力，根本没有二次逃跑的可能。求放过，求放过，求放过！好了，班长，我求饶了。我刚才
Even with the thick protective suit, the moment the dog leapt at him, the impact knocked him straight to the ground. This was no staged performance. When the dog clamped onto his arm, it felt like being caught in a powerful vice. Breaking free was nearly impossible. It was astonishing. He didn't even dare look directly into the dog's eyes. To the dog, he was the target it had been ordered to pursue. Being taken down by a military dog was an unforgettable experience for Zibo. Through this visit to the armed police unit, he not only witnessed the impressive strength and discipline of military dogs up close, but also gained a deep appreciation for the painstaking work of breeding and caring for them, as well as the dedication and perseverance of their trainers day after day. With their exceptional sense of smell, military dogs can detect danger with remarkable precision, and they charge forward with loyalty and courage deeply ingrained in their nature. They may be quiet and unassuming, but their sense of duty is unwavering, and they devote their entire lives to fulfilling their mission. Trainers and military dogs place absolute trust in one another, relying on each other in life and death situations and forming a powerful line of defense that safeguards security. This is not only visually striking, it also helps us appreciate the true weight of loyalty and perseverance. We salute these silent comrades and steadfast guardians who dedicate themselves without asking for recognition.